paid you nonetheless.
Yeah.
Do you know what the case she was on?
No, I completely blanked.
That's all right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and open up. I don't know where Officer Wilson is, but we're gonna go ahead and open up.
Okay.
I'm letting them in. Okay, everyone, we're gonna do the best we can to get you out as fast and efficiently as possible. And I'm gonna try to get you out in the order that you came in. Are we ready, Ms. Williams-Law?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is the City of Detroit versus Cola Jonai, case number V127055426, V127055526. Appearance for the record, please.
Peter Torres here on behalf of Mr. Jonash. Cola, state your name, please. You have to unmute.
Mr. Torres, can you give the number?
68242.
Thank you.
Good morning to you, Mr. Jonai. Can you state your name for the record, please?
My name is Cola Jonah, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Is my understanding you want a trial date for your client?
Yes, Your Honor, please. Bench trial.
Like strike that, August the 4th, 2026 at 9 a.m. If there's nothing further, have a very good rest of your day and best of luck to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You as well. City of Detroit versus Kayla Graham, case number SP 1887081, counts 1 and counts 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Graham.
Kayla Graham.
Good
Your
morning
Honor.
to you. Yes.
Matter set for a pre-trial. Ms. Graham requires a trial and the appointment of counsel. Her number is in the chat.
Okay, that's what you want, Mr. Graham?
Yes, sir, but my number that was entered in the chat is incorrect.
All right, do you want to put it in the chat? Send me a chat and I'll send you a chat and you can give me the correct number.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm gonna give you a pre-trial date. This is gonna be another pre-trial date. This date is set so that the attorney has an opportunity to contact you. If you don't hear from that attorney, if the date is August the 3rd at 8:30. If you don't hear from that attorney by that next court date, then we'll get one appointed to you on the spot, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, Ms. Graham, and your mom is here, Ms. Calvin. Both of you have a very good rest of your day. Best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you. You do the same.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. This is the City of Detroit versus Katina Gibson Hicks, case number SP 191-44691. SP 191-45281. Appearance for the record here, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Gibson Hicks.
Katina Monique Gibson Hicks.
Good morning to you, ma'am. Day is date and time, and it's set for a show cause for purposes of arraignment, counselor.
We would waive the reading of the information and stand mute, Your Honor.
will enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Barry, you can add to that a expired plate. I wouldn't have an issue with allowing Ms. Hicks to be heard on the expired plate. Ms. Hicks, I'm going to put you in the breakout room with Mr. Barry. He's going to attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial.
Okay.
Join the room, we'll pass the matter. This is the city of Detroit versus Ryan Eugene Lee. Case numbers SP 1178713, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1250251, 1. SP 1426808, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 143122221, SP 150279001, SP 1820359, SP 1847891, 2601-33021. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to the staff. Cherika Harris, P72832, on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name.
Ryan Eugene Lee.
For purposes
morning
of
to you,
arraignment,
sir.
my client stands mute. Respectfully request that the warrants be recalled.
We'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Lee, I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Ms. Harris. She's gonna attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room. Let us know what you want to do when you come out.
Okay.
Please.
Your Honor, is it just the cases on the docket?
Yeah, it's just the case docket. The other cases are kind of older.
Okay, so just 10 cases.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Good morning to you, counselor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who's your client?
Sophia Godoy.
The door. Thank you. She hasn't arrived yet. Oh, here it is.
And then, Your Honor, I do expect the Sophia Godoy one to go to trial.
Oh,
That one got adjourned from last time.
very good. Did you speak to Ms. Horn?
I haven't had an opportunity yet. I was going to speak to her in a moment.
Okay. Eric, good morning to you. You state your full name, please.
Eric Sheltes Griffin.
He's in show cause.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you. Are we ready on Miss Gibbs, let's go back on the record with Miss Gibson Hicks. Miss Gibson Hicks, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, the prosecution has no objection to the set aside, and Ms. Gibson has shown valid registration, and we seek dismissal.
Case dismissed for providing valid documentation, ma'am. Have a very good rest of your day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. You too.
You're welcome. City of Detroit versus Robert Lee Lewis III. Case numbers SP 185-88901, SP 191-6268, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 192-5587, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lewis.
Robert Lee Lewis III.
Good morning to you, sir. Day and time is set for a pre-trial. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's gonna attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, please.
I have 6 matters on the docket, Your Honor. Is that it?
Yeah, he's got civil infractions that he owes, but they were getting kind of old. Run his driver's license, please. On the Samsung, let's pass the matter. On the Samsung, good morning to you. Can you unmute yourself, start your camera, and state your name, please?
One second. Okay. My name is Tirso Recinos Garcia.
Repeat.
Tirso Recinos Garcia. Somebody speak Spanish?
That's what I was gonna ask. All right, good, buenos dias. We need an interpreter. I'll print it out. That is Teresa Green Garcia.
Okay.
I'll
Yes.
print it out.
He was valid.
Robert Lee Lewis is valid, Mr. Berry. He's got some civil infractions. The city, I don't know how far back they don't have any objection to going back. This one is a no insurance proof, a failure to stop at a stop sign, and a disregarding a red signal. I need an interpreter. The one I'm putting out there. Let's pass the matter. Good morning to you, Mr. Gazdecki.
Good morning to you, Your Honor.
How can we help you?
I have Muhammad Gawas. Did Officer PAWLOS show up?
Paulus?
Paulus?
I don't think so, not yet.
Okay. And I have to change my name for the client.
You don't.
Yeah, I will take odds. Okay.
Vito Trades, good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning. Sorry that I'm late, Your Honor.
What is your full name?
Donovan Green.
Donovan Seth Green.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 That's exactly who I was talking about. Thank you. Little bit.
Can we
Okay,
get,
thank you. Bye-bye.
Ms. Horn in here, please?
There is an interpreter already requested. She's just running late.
Very good. Officer Reyes, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Who are you here on?
I'm here for Larkins Charlie Jr.
Larkins Charlie Jr.
Yes, sir.
All right. To break out room 1, you can choose to join if you want, or you can stay in the main session. On the phone at 313-736-2300. Good morning to you. What is your name, please?
Good morning, sir. Andrew Lewis.
Andrew Lewis.
Yes, Andrew Lorenzo Lewis. Yes.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Matter set for trial. We're going to give the officer a half-hour grace period from 9 to 9:30. If the officer appears, we'll get you in with an attorney. If the officer does not appear, we'll get you out of here, all right?
Okay, yes, sir.
Is that Yamaya?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you. What is your full name, ma'am?
Yamaya Renee Gaddis.
All right, we're just waiting on an attorney.
Okay.
Ms. Williams Law? Pardon me? Oh. Go ahead. What's going on? Vanessa Hamilton. No. Is Vanessa Hamilton the attorney? Officer Houston, good morning to you. Good morning, Attorney Horn.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Officer Houston, good morning to you. This is the City of Detroit versus Jacqueline Gutierrez, case number SP 186-96453. Good morning to you, Ms. Gutierrez. State your name for the record, please. Jacqueline Gutierrez, can you unmute yourself, start your video, and state your name for the record, please?
Good morning, Jacqueline Gutierrez.
Good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time is set for a review. I see that you paid your obligation, ma'am.
Yes.
And at this point, we are going to dismiss your case. If there's nothing further, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, sir. You too. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Officer May Sijowski, good morning to you. Forgive me if I mispronounce your name.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who's your defendant?
I have one sec. I have Austin Leonard, Lante Lee.
Austin Leonard. Yeah, that's probably gonna be, let's see. Austin Leonard is going to be 716 and 336. 336.
Okay, thank you.
They did appear. I believe that was them right there, yeah. All right, be safe.
Thank you, you too.
Good morning, Corporal Hill. Good morning, Attorney Davis.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who's your client?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning to you. Who's your client?
Andrew Lewis.
Gary Lewis.
All right, Andrew Lewis is here. I'm gonna put Mr. Lewis in the breakout room 5. The city attorney meets in breakout room 4. So I give you permission, just don't let anybody in the room from the waiting room. I gave you permission. Mr. Lewis, good morning to you. Put you in breakout room 5. Your attorney is gonna come see you when he gets things situated, all right? All right, that's it for Ms. Harris.
Thank you. I lost co-host. Thank you.
On the iPhone, good morning to you, sir. What is your name, please?
Good morning. DeCartier.
Cartier Gunn.
Gunn. Yes.
Good morning. Good morning to you, Mr. Gunn.
Good morning. How you feeling? You all right?
Well, how about yourself?
I'm all right. A little tired.
All right. And, what brings you here?
Last week you had told me to come back. I don't know if it was Wednesday or Thursday at any time, but I had told 9 o'clock and you said that was cool. To discuss that ticket that I had paid. I wonder if it had came through on your end yet.
Do you have a ticket number?
Yes, I do. The ticket number. Give me 2 seconds. The ticket number is 260701821 263.
That doesn't sound right. 2607018. Say that. Say it. Repeat it for me, please.
One more time. Okay. 2607021821263.
2607021821263. That is not a valid it's not a valid number.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the confirmation number. You want the ticket case number? Okay, I'm sorry. I see it right here. SP1 911 6903.
That looks like it's paid. I'm gonna make sure.
I'm about to say yes. You told me to come back because it didn't make it. I had paid it on ePay online, and you said they had to wait for it to come through.
That's paid.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we doing? What was the, what do you want to know about the ticket now? You gotta bring me up to speed. What's going on with it? Is that all you wanted to know?
Yes, and I believe you told me that Pacific ticket had cause I didn't have my license, but I just got the license. I don't got the actual card, but I have the paper, the permit. And I believe you told me that had like a $40 hold, or that Pacific ticket had a hold or something, or
All right, if you have your license, it's not gonna affect you now that it's paid.
oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Still owe some more money down here at the court, but that ticket is paid.
And you said I still owe some money. Would you be able to tell me what that is now, or what I have to?
Yeah. No, I can tell you.
Let me get a pen and paper, or I can write down these numbers.
You owe $937.
You said how much?
$937.
$37.
I don't know why the 919 numbers aren't Can we find this file? The Cartier gun? All right, give me a minute.
Yes.
On the iPhone, good morning to you. What is your name, please?
Desmond Gibbons.
Desmond Gibbons.
Hmm?
Good morning to you, Mr. Gibbons.
Good morning, Your
Is
Honor.
that Gibbons or Gibbons?
Gibbons.
I see Gibbons. Gibbons.
Yep.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. And am I done for today, or you still got some more stuff to tell me?
You're done. I was gonna check a look at your file, but if you have to go to work, you're done.
Okay. So do I have another court date coming up, or I just come down and pay the money?
Come down and pay the money.
All right. Thank you. I do appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You as well. Be safe.
I will. You too.
Thank you.
Everything that's on here is civil infractions. They would have been sent up to the 6th floor.
I just wanted to see his file to make sure, because for some reason those newer civil infractions, it seems like he should have gotten some type of sort of deal on those.
Okay, let me see.
Officer Houston, are you there?
Yes,
Good morning to you. Who is your defendant?
Desmond Gibbons.
Desmond Gibbons. Okay. I see Officer Wright. I don't see Officer, okay. But he's here. All right. Your attorney is here as well.
Mr. Perkins, can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning to you. Give me 1 second. Mr.
I apologize, man. I'm at work. I just started my
Second, give me
job.
1 second. Give me
Okay.
1 second. Attorney Blake, good morning to you. Is he Wright? Attorney Wright, I'm sorry. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
Yes, who's your client?
Desmond
Gibbons?
Yes.
All right, Gibbons is here. I'm giving you the ability to move from the city attorney meets in 4. I'm giving you the ability to move around from 4 to, I'll place Mr. Gibbons in breakout room 6, okay?
Thank you.
All right. And Mr. Gazdecki, let's call, let me introduce, good morning, everyone. How you guys doing? We have some guests today. Mrs. Banks and your guests are the interns?
Yes.
All right, and you are all in, what, graduated from high school, correct?
No, they're all university.
All university students interested in law school? Everybody? All right, well, we hope you enjoy. We'll give you some time to ask some questions if you have a trial that's going to proceed hopefully soon. So that will be probably an interesting thing to watch. I don't know how long you guys will be here, but and gentlemen in the back, good morning to you. What is your name, sir? Gary Lewis. All right. Oh, he is? All right. And Gary Alexander Lewis. Good morning to you, sir. All right. So we have some interesting things.
Judge, I have Gary Lewis.
We'll take time to ask. You can ask questions if you choose to. Okay. All right. Attorney Davis. Good morning to you. Who's your client?
Gary Lewis. I think that you were just talking to him.
Yes. What are we going to do with Gary Lewis?
You said a bench trial date.
Did you get him an advice or rights form? Please step up, Mr. Lewis. No. Oh my. City of Detroit versus Gary Alexander Lewis, case number U 75008826. Appearance for the record, please.
Maurice Davis, P 76203, appearing with Gary Lewis.
All right, good morning to you. State your name for the record, Mr. Lewis, again, please.
Gary Alexander.
All right, today is the date and time, and it's set for a show cause for purposes of arraignment, counselor.
Judge, I'll waive for Marine and plea of stand mute.
And we'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf, give your client a $0 bond. Is my understanding your client wants a trial date?
Yes, just a bench trial date, Judge.
All right, August the 4th at 9 a.m., Mr. Lewis. If it's nothing further, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day, okay? When you execute that form, we'll put it in the file and you're free to leave. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Davis, have a very good rest of your day.
You too.
All right, Mr. Gazdecki.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Let's call the City of Detroit versus Mohammed Gawath, case number SP 19092201. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Gazdecki, P 46289, on behalf of Mr. Mohammed Gawas. Per his permission, I have full authority to enter into an agreement, Your Honor.
All right, and you're retained counsel, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, with that, I'll waive the client's presence. Is there Officer Paulus? He usually appears, and I have not seen Officer Paulus this morning, and I do not see him in the main session or any of the breakout rooms, and he is not on my list. Go ahead, Counselor.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to dismiss without prejudice, Your Honor. And stipulate to the four corners of the ticket for probable cause.
All right, I'll grant the motion to dismiss. If there's nothing further, Counselor, have a very good rest of your day.
You too,
and
Your
best of
Honor.
luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Robert Lee Lewis. Mr. Lewis, Mr. Berry, Mr. Lewis does have a valid driver's license. I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's offer to enter a plea to blocking traffic for the failure to stop at a stop sign, and the remaining matters to be dismissed.
So in the so they didn't have any objection to setting aside the defaults. I understand that correctly?
Correct, Your Honor.
Do you want to take this deal, sir?
Yes.
Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea on your client's behalf.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
Yes, Your Honor. So stipulated.
With those stipulations, sir, I'm going to find you responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic. It's going to be a $175 fine. When can you pay it?
As soon as possible.
Well, that would be today if you. You pay it today?
No, I can make a payment today, like a partial
I ask you,
payment.
sir, I ask you clearly, when can you pay it? It's possible.
Probably. I mean, probably right now I'm trying to get my tag, so like probably about a week or two.
Mr. Lewis, put a date on it, please.
I mean, maybe like 2 weeks.
So put a date on it, Mr. Lewis, or I'll put a date on it.
August the 1st or something.
I'll give you till August the 7th. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or you come on down to the courthouse, pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. If there's nothing further, sir, congratulations on getting a license. Have a very good rest of your day, and best of luck to you, okay? All right. This is going to be the city of Detroit, Mr. Berry, versus Joshua Giles, case number SP151200901. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Giles.
Joshua Giles.
He's talking. We can't hear.
All right, you have to do something with your audio. So you're unmuted on this end. So I don't know, it's something going on with your audio. The day is date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. For purposes of arraignment, Counselor?
We would waive the reading of the information and stand mute, Your Honor.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf, give your client a $0 bond. This is a case where he got another ticket, he paid it. I'm going to just dismiss this case. This case was written by Officer Hampton, who is now retired. Mr. Giles also paid related civil infraction, and I'll waive the warrant fee. Mr. Giles, if there's nothing further, I don't think you'll have any objection to that. Have a very good rest of your day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Oh, you got his volume together now.
Huh?
All right. You can hear now. All right. Mr. Green, you had a question for me, please?
No, I was just asking you, could you hear me? Because I'm at work right now. It's
Oh, you're at
loud.
work. All right. We'll get you out of here as soon as we can.
Oh, no, it's fine. I already talked to my supervisor. I let him know it's going to be about 20-30 minutes. It's fine.
This is the city of Detroit versus Eric Griffin, case number V13510-126. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Griffin.
Eric Shantez Griffin.
Good morning to you, sir. Day is the date and time set for a show cause, purposes of arraignment.
My client would stand mute, Your Honor. I waive the reading of the information.
Beginner and not guilty plea on your client's behalf, give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Griffin, these dumping tickets, I find the maximum on these $500 fine, 12-month delayed sentence, okay? Meaning you have to pay it the $500 in a month and don't get any other trouble within that 12 months, and both those conditions are met, we'll dismiss the case. That is your offer. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Mr. Berry. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, all right?
Okay.
Join the room, we'll pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Ryan Lee. Mr. Lee, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Respectfully requesting a pretrial and permission to pay any reinstatement fees up front.
All right. I don't see any reinstatement fees. I'll give him a pretrial date of August the 26th. Strike that. August the 3rd, 2026 at 8:30. Mr. Lee, if you don't have anything further, sir, what about this EWOP ticket? Does he want an appointed attorney or no?
Your Honor, there was a request to go along with that, but that would be one here at pretrial, where we can have further discussions with the city attorney.
You say what now?
There's information that he has shared. We will make a special request when he returns for pretrial. He's going to attempt to get his license first.
All right, let's go give him a pretrial date of August the 3rd. Can you hear me, Mr. Lee?
Yes, sir.
All right, in August the 3rd, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. If it's nothing further, I do wish you the best of luck and have a very good rest of your day.
All right, you too, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. I know Mr. Green is not anxious to get back to work, but we're gonna send him back to work. I guess he doesn't have to go if he doesn't want to. He can hang out, but we'll get him back to work. Oh, matter set for trial, so I can't. I'm going to give the officer a half-hour grace period. I do have one officer that appeared. I'm going to give the officer a half-hour grace period from 9 to 9:30. If that officer, well, at least you'll deal with one ticket at least. So give me a few minutes.
Okay.
Mrs. Lewis Tanzel, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I did not get a better driver's course from you. Did you take the better driver's course?
Yes, I did. I have let me see if I can share my screen. It should be up.
Why don't you just email it to me?
Okay. I can do
I'm
that.
gonna put my email address in the chat.
Okay.
Our email address is in the chat now. Send that to me. We're gonna have some discussion about this ticket.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right now.
City of Detroit versus Donovan Seth Green, case number SB 1918823, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, sir. That's the one. I'm here.
On behalf of Mr. Green, please state your name.
Donovan Green.
Good morning to you,
Purposes of
sir. Day is
arraignment.
date and time set for an arraignment. For purposes of arraignment, counselor,
Purposes of arraignment, my client stands new.
I will enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Green, I'm going to put you in the breakout room with Ms. Harris. She's going to attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Join the room. We'll pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Eric Griffin. Mr. Griffin, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
We seek a trial date, Your Honor.
Do you need the the help of an attorney, Mr. Griffin, or no?
No.
All right. I'll give you a trial date of August the 3rd, 2026 at 9 a.m. If it's not, no, strike that. August the 4th, okay?
August 4th, 9 a.m.
August the 4th at 9 a.m. If there's nothing further, I wish you the best of luck, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
Will it be the same Zoom number that we used today?
Yes, it should be.
Okay.
All right. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too.
This is the city of Detroit versus Yamaya Gaddis, case number SP 135-12471, SP 151-6639, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 191-4014, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr., on behalf of the defendant, state your full name, Mr. Gaddis.
Miss Gaddis.
Yamaya Renee Gaddis.
Good morning to you, ma'am. Day is date and time set for a show cause, and there's warrants on these matters as well, Mr. Berry. Purposes of arraignment.
We would waive the reading of the information and stand mute, Your Honor.
And we'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Berry, you have your ink pen ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
It's an unregistered, untitled misdemeanor, driving while license suspended, no insurance misdemeanor. And then along with this case, when an expired plate, I wouldn't have any issue with allowing Ms. Gaddis to be heard on that if the city has no objection. I'm going to put you in the breakout room, Ms. Gaddis, with Mr. Berry. He's going to attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room. Let us know what you want to do when you come out.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You don't have a file. All right, it's a good time now. If anybody has any questions, don't be shy. Go ahead. There we go. What's your name? Stand up.
Hi, my name is Tony Sharp.
Okay.
So I heard that you have a podcast.
Yes.
What do you talk about on your podcast and why did you start?
All right. So podcast is called Let's Talk Legal, and it's really directed at the young population like yourselves. So they're not necessarily interested in going to law school, just anybody, so that you kind of learn some legal terminology. You know, a lot of people don't have lawyers in their families or anything like that. And a lot about any kind of career that you go into, it's about learning the language of that career, right? And so that whatever, if you're going to be an engineer, if you're going to be a mathematician, if you're going to be a lawyer, a doctor, you have to learn the language. So part of it is trying to teach the language of the law. And it wasn't my idea, except I did create the name. I thought it was pretty sweet, but it was my colleague, Dr. Calvin Mann. He was pushing for us to do this show because like I say, a lot of us don't know, myself included, before I went to law school, or that you just didn't know all the terminology. So we try to seek to that's what our goal is on that, Also provide some interesting guests. We've had a lot of high profile guests, Mike Morris, attorney, prosecutor Kim Worthy. We had both police chiefs from Detroit and Southfield. I mean, the name, and one of my favorite guests, if you guys ever watch the show, you have to see Mr. Barry. Mr. Barry's life is just, it should be chronicled in the Library of Congress or something. That's how interesting his life is and his legal career has been. So that is the main one. That's my favorite. Well, thank you. Now, what is what year are you?
I'm a rising junior.
A rising junior. And then what school?
Grand Valley State University.
Oh, congratulations. All right, great. All right. Any other questions? All right. That is my clock for officers check-in. So now if the officer checks in, they'll be late. We're going to dismiss their case. Good morning, counselor. Did Counselor Wright?
Yes.
Did you have a question of the court?
Well, we're making a motion to dismiss, Judge.
And that basis for that?
Well, we never received discovery. And we, as the court know, we adjourned in May for discovery. We came back in June.
Let's get the city attorney in here and I'll let them respond, okay?
Okay.
I want to bring your client out of the room as well. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Donovan Green. Mr. Green, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
At this time, there's a recommendation to dismiss. He was able to present valid documentation.
All right, I'll dismiss your case, Mr. Green. If there's nothing further, have a very good rest of your day and best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. This is the city of Detroit versus Elisa Vendetta Griffin, case number SP 107374111, SP 128278441, SP 1422661, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1503371. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Ms. Griffin, please state your name for the record.
Elisa Griffin.
Okay, good morning to you, Ms. Griffin. Corporal Caitlin appeared. I'm sorry to say, Ms. Griffin, everybody appeared for your case.
Oh, wow.
I know. Miss Harris will work it out for you, I'm sure. Corporal Caitlin appeared. Officer Nelson appeared. And Sergeant Knapp appeared. He was the first one in here. And Officer Franklin appeared.
Is this
pardon me?
Is this for the Ford Explorer?
Well, talk to Miss Harris. She's gonna work it out for you, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. Miss Harris is gonna attempt. Officer Franklin, good morning to you. Can you state your name, badge number, department for the record, please?
Yeah, Officer Franklin, 3077, 8th Precinct.
All right, good morning to you. And you need to turn your camera on. Everybody All the officers need to turn their camera on too. Ms. Griffin has a right to face her accuser. Good morning to you, Officer Franklin.
Good morning.
Corporal Catlin, good morning to you. Can you state your name, badge, number, department for the record,
Corporal
please?
Catlin, badge number 2717, transit unit.
And good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Officers Nelson, he indicated to the court that he had to check in at another courtroom, Ms. Horn. And then we had Officer Sergeant Knapp was here as well. All right, Mr.
Yes, I did speak with him, Your Honor. Errol Franklin, Officer Franklin would like his cases dismissed, and that's for the record. So the people are moving to dismiss that and then come with a global offer on all other matters.
Well, you're winning already, Miss Griffin. I'll dismiss the case. Officer Franklin, if it's nothing further, you be safe out there. Have a very good rest of your day, okay?
I appreciate it. I'll take care.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you,
yeah.
Judge. Thanks, Officer.
All right, join the room, speak with Ms. Harris. Ms. Griffin, she's going to attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer today, today is the date and time set for the trial. Join the room, we'll pass the matter. All right, let's call the City of Detroit versus Desmond Maurice Gibbons, case number U74365-126. And
There should be another one.
264045311. Appearance for the record, please.
Katrina Wright, PA 2097, appearing on behalf of Desmond Gibbons, who's also present via Zoom.
All right, Ms. Horn. She went back in the room. Mr. Gibbons, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Desmond Gibbons.
All right, good morning to you. Ms. Horn, can you put your appearance on the record for Desmond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Gibbons?
Yes, Your Honor. Tamika Horn on behalf of the people, P70303.
And Officer Houston did appear. There is a motion on. Go ahead, Counselor.
Yes, Judge. Today's the date and time set for trial. We were here May 22nd. At that time, we were adjourned so that the prosecution could obtain discovery. We were back in the court on June 22nd. Today's trial, we still do not have discovery on this matter. We're making a motion to dismiss.
You want to respond, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor, and the people will defer to the court. We did receive discovery, but I kicked it over to Ms. Wright this morning. When I requested it, I don't believe I carbon copied Ms. Wright on it. So therefore, when it bounced back to me we got it in June, it was not distributed to her. So the people, after speaking with the officer, we may reissue after this. On the cigarette smoking case, the people are moving for dismissal anyway, based on the officer's request.
And Officer Houston wrote both tickets?
Did she write both tickets, Your Honor? I believe so.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Let me see.
Let's see what we have here. No, the U ticket I see Officer Houston wrote. I don't, well, let's see. I do have a copy of the other ticket. No, the other officer doesn't seem to have appeared. I can't really read that name. A.T. Badge 261. I don't know if that's a 4. I can't really read too much of the writing.
Let me. Okay.
Dismiss that case for no officer. And
it might be it might be Officer Houston if she wrote her name. Sometimes it's hard to understand unless it looks the same as the U ticket. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I know they're both handwritten tickets, I believe.
And you know something, it is Officer Houston wrote both of them. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
I recognize her handwriting.
There it is. Nevertheless, I'm going to dismiss both cases for on motion is granted for discovery reasons.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Wright.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. Thanks.
You can log off, Mr. Gibbons.
All right, thanks.
All right, best of luck to you, Ms. Gibbons and Ms. Wright. I'll see you soon.
All right, thanks. Have a good day.
You as well.
Okay, let me go in. Sorry.
Ms. Villarreal, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, sir. Evelyn Villarreal, Certified Court Interpreter C3822.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you'll truly, accurately, and impartially interpret in the matter now before the court, not divulge confidential communications, so help you God?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Do you swear or affirm that to the best of your ability, you'll interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Very well. Just give me a few minutes, Ms. Villarreal. I'll try to get you out of here as soon as I can. I'm going to get Mr. Green back to work, even though he doesn't want to go back to work too soon. He might be.
Just take them first. Just take them.
Figured he didn't want to get back to work.
Just take them. I got a 40-minute break.
You want to you enjoy our room so much that you want to yeah, all right, I like that too. All right, let's do this. Let's call the city of Detroit versus Katrina. Give me the correct pronunciation of your first name. I'm sorry. You have to unmute yourself.
You had it correct. It's Katrina. It's not spelled that way, though.
Right. Yeah, good. City of Detroit versus Katrina Lewis Tansel. Case number SP189-06951. Ms. Lewis Tansel, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Katrina Lewis Tansel.
All right. Today is the date and time. Ms. Horn, are you there? All right. Today is the date and time. I guess some would say kind of like a hearing. I think that we've already made the determination. Well, let me go back. You were charged with driving 31 mile an hour over the speed limit.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you had some, you definitely didn't want the 4 points on your driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
You gave the court some reasonings about your child and some things like that, which didn't move the court too much because how old is your child? I wanted to ask you that.
7.
7. So it really doesn't move the court too much because 7 years. I think almost I don't like it because I take kind of offense to you using that as an excuse to be going 31 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Okay.
I didn't ask for a comment.
Okay.
I didn't ask for a comment. All right. But I think we worked something out of 6 to 10 after driver's training. And I do have a successful completion of the driver's completion course. Tell me what you learned from this course.
The attitude determines altitude. That's what I learned. So I got to work on my attitude.
So explain a little bit more. We got some future lawyers in here, law students, and everybody's on the road. I'm sure everybody's got a driver's license, and everybody's on the road. What do you mean by that?
That just be accountable of my attitude before I get behind the wheel. I always seem to lack to lose track of time, but I gotta take that in consideration that I got other people on the road to consider, not just myself and my family.
And I think I haven't taken the course, but I've taken it vicariously through the defendants that have come in here. And the course says, correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Lewis Tansel, that the attitude that you have before you get into a motor vehicle determines the outcome of how you're going to drive that motor
Correct.
vehicle.
Yes. That's
And
exactly what it is.
and you can agree with that. There's some truth in that statement, at least as it related to your incidents, right?
Yes, because I didn't realize that I was driving that fast, and my attitude had to affect that.
And I think more than your child's disabilities, I would put that squarely on Miss Lewis Tansel on not, you just said it, managing your time.
Yes.
Because I can see if your child was 6 months old or an infant, and this is all new to you, but it's not the case. And I was thinking about that the other night because I was waiting on you to come. I was glad that you took the course. And I wanted to ask you how old your child was because quite frankly, I then thought it was an excuse, and now even more so think it's an excuse. What else did you learn?
That it's a fatality every 44 minutes.
And I think if anybody watches social media or the news, this summer, we've seen just almost every single solitary day, some automobile accident where somebody is killed. I mean, I haven't seen another summer like this in a long time. I mean, would you agree with that? Has everybody watching those incidents and driving 31 miles an hour over the speed limit? Driving 30 miles an hour, period. You can kill somebody in this motor vehicle, but driving 31 miles an hour over the speed limit is a recipe for disaster. All right, and give me one more thing.
It was a while ago, but basically, I'm trying to think of what other thing I could think of.
All right, I'm gonna say I'm confident that you took the course. I think that you got something out of the course.
I did.
I hope it sticks with you. Now, the time management, that's a whole nother course that has nothing to do with this court. You know, you're gonna have to either figure that out on your own, but I'm sure they have courses on that as well too. But another thing I wanted to say to you about it, and this is something that I learned when I was speeding in Tennessee years ago. I get stopped, and I took a course just like that to save myself from points. And the one thing they said is that speeding doesn't get you anywhere any quicker, because you were doing 31 because you said you wanted to get to work on time. And what happened?
You just made me even later.
There we go. So I think you get the point. I'm going to grant you the 6 to 10. It's going to be $130. When can you pay it?
I could pay it today.
All right. She got money. So, all right. I'll give you until tomorrow to get it in. This is the 17th. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, Miss Lewis Tansel. I hope it worked. I hope you gained something out of this experience, and I wish you the best of luck and have a very good rest of your day. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gaddis. Ms. Gaddis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, the prosecution is not willing to allow a set aside of the expired plate charge. As to the remaining charges, Ms. Gladys has shown valid insurance and registration, and we would expect the court could confirm that she has a valid license.
Can you run her license, please?
Yes, I'm in court. I'm here.
All right. All right. The license is valid. Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea on your client's behalf.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
Yes, Your Honor. So stipulated.
I'm going to find you responsible for the expired plate. However, the prosecutor will not set it aside, but I will not fine you for it. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for bringing in a valid driver's license, ma'am, okay?
Thank you.
All right, if there's nothing further, you have a very good rest of your day and best of luck to you. She joined the room to show us in the driver's seat because she heard me before talking about people without a license. She wanted me to say something so she could throw that in my face.
I was on my way. I heard it. I said, wait, I never got a ticket for that and my license valid. I ran it while I was in the car. Like, wait a second. Like, let me look. But yeah. So I don't have to pay anything. I'm all set there, right?
Best of luck to you, ma'am. I'll wait the
All
word
right.
for you. Have a very
Thank
good rest of your day, okay?
Thank you. You too.
All right. Mr. Berry, I have Mr. Garcia needs an interpreter. This is the city of Detroit versus.
I'm not sure if that one's still doing that arraignment. We don't need it. Good morning. Calling the matters of Capital One versus Ruben Angel Orozco, our case number 2.
Oh, that's you, Ms. Villarreal.
This is by Zoom scheduled for 9 o'clock. Also calling Huntington National.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Terso Racinos Garcia, case number U750312226. Appearance for the record, please.
Se llama el caso de la ciudad de Detroit contra Tirso Recinos García, número de caso U750-31226. Que todos digan sus nombres para que consten en el acta, por favor.
Elwood S. Berry Jr., on behalf of the defendant, state your full name, Mr. Garcia.
Elwood S. Berry, representando al acusado, usted díganos su nombre, señor García.
You have to unmute yourself.
Señor García, necesita usted prender su micrófono, por favor.
Mi nombre es Tirso Recinos García.
My name is Tirso Recinos García.
All right, today is the date and time and it's set for a show cause for purposes of arraignment, counselor.
Así que este es el día y la hora que habíamos fijado para tener una audiencia para mostrar causa.
We would waive the reading of the information and stand mute, Your Honor.
Para el propósito de lectura de cargos vamos a renunciar que nos tengan que leer los cargos y vamos a guardar silencio, su señoría.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Give your client a $0 bond. Ms. Garcia, I'm going to put you in the breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's going to attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial.
Muy bien, entonces voy a procesar una declaración de no culpable para su cliente y darle una fianza de $0. Lo vamos a pasar ahora, señor García, virtualmente una sala de consulta para que pueda hablar con su abogado, el señor Berry. Él va a tratar de conseguirle usted una oferta de resolución. Si no le gusta la oferta, tenga en mente que tiene todo derecho de ir a juicio. Acepte donde dice join o unirse.
Ah,
Let's pass the matter. I think he's in there, Miss. Let's go back on the record with Miss Griffin. Miss Griffin, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client is going to enter a plea to the amended counts of allowing an improper plates with the remaining matters dismissed. I will state for the court that she is actively trying to get her license. She does just need to pass her written exam. And I believe she's scheduled to take that again soon.
You want to take the deal, ma'am? You have to unmute yourself.
Your Honor, unless the court will allow her to take the test and come back with a valid license.
Well, didn't I give you a chance to take the test?
Yes, but the 8 questions I keep
You didn't
missing.
study? You didn't study?
I did study. I got the book in my bedroom on my dresser.
Well, what happened then?
They switching them around.
You didn't study all of the book. I've given her, this has gone on since April the 21st. That's my mom's birthday. Ms. Harris?
Understood, Your Honor. She is ready to take the plea. We'll ask for leniency in terms of any fines and costs imposed. Thank you.
All right. Raise your right hand, ma'am. You swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to January the 12th, 2023 at around 1:36 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Grand River and Plymouth. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, the man hit me head on.
Whoa. Did you have, was this your 2004 Ford?
Yes.
And did the officer ask you to produce valid driver's license and insurance?
No, I was injured at the time. They had took me straight to the EMS truck.
Okay. Did you have valid driver's license and insurance at the time?
I had,
I'm gonna
I had insurance, but I didn't have any license.
You did have insurance?
Yes.
Find your client guilty as to the amended count of allowing for the driving without a valid driver's license. Let me draw your attention back to October the 9th, 2023 at around 12:25 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Greenfield and Grand River. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
You couldn't do so, could you, ma'am?
No.
And why is that?
Because I didn't have one.
Very well. Find your client guilty as to the amended count of allowing. We said an improper plate, allowing an improper plate are really the same things, ma'am. They do not abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore they don't carry any points, and I'll dismiss upon payment. With stipulation of probable cause, Ms. Harris, I will dismiss the other matters now.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
As for sentence, listen, I'm gonna cut you a break, ma'am. I'm gonna waive the warrant fee. You'll pay the reinstatement fee. She owes a number of civil infractions that went with these tickets. So I'm not gonna fine you, all right?
Thank you.
You have to pay the civil infractions. I'll waive the warrant fee, you pay the
Give
reinstatement
me a
fee.
second.
I do wish you the best of luck, Ms. Griffin. You need to study the entire book and not the questions that you think
So
are
can you
gonna be
tell
on the
me
test.
can you tell me how much is my tickets?
Well, your tickets, they're kind of like 174 expired plate, 126, no registration, 144, whatever that is, 156, disregarded traffic control device, 126, failure to stop at a stop sign, and 144 for brake lights. I waived the warrant fee. You have $145 reinstatement fee. So you got some money to take care of. You don't need my permission to get into a payment plan either on those civil infractions. The court will allow you to get into a payment plan if you choose.
Okay.
Good luck on the test, ma'am. I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day, okay?
Thank you.
All right. It's your turn, Mr. Green. Best of luck to you, Ms. Griffin. This
Thank
is the
you.
city of, well, this is the city of Detroit versus Malcolm Isaiah Martin Green, case number SP 1908132, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris, on behalf of Mr. Green, please state your name.
You have to unmute yourself, sir.
Malcolm Green.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, I see something. I see what's wrong here. Also call into the record case number SP 184380603, counts 1 and counts 2. Today is the date and time set for a trial on the SP 1908132, counts 1, 2, and 3. I don't believe an officer Turner has ever appeared. I do have Officer McCaughlin on the 18 tickets though. Ms. Harris is Mr. Green. Ms. Harris is going to attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. For some reason, it says warrant status on those tickets, and they should not be in warrant status because they're on the docket for a trial today. So keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial.
Your Honor, are
So
those
we're just
2018 cases?
2018 cases. And then the newer cases, the Officer Turner, the Officer Turner did not appear.
And defense will move to dismiss on those matters.
All right, I'll grant the motion to dismiss. No officer deal with the other 2 cases. Mr. Green, join the breakout room. Ms. Harris is going to attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room, we'll pass the matter. What does Mr. Garcia want to do, Mr. Berry?
Y señor Berry, ¿qué quiere hacer el señor Garcia? And Your Honor, is he back yet? Because he was having tremendous
Yes, now,
trouble.
let's go back on the record with Mr. Garcia. Mr. Garcia, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Volvamos ahora en el acta con el caso del señor García. Señor García, yo le di a usted tiempo para consultar con su abogado, le di esa oportunidad. Dígame, abogado, ¿qué van a hacer?
We seek a trial in the appointment of counsel, Your Honor, whose number is in the chat.
Nosotros pedimos que nos den la fecha para regresar para un juicio y que nos nombren a nosotros un abogado para ese propósito. El número de teléfono de él se encuentra por el chat.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Garcia?
Y señor García, ¿es eso lo que usted quiere hacer?
No, yo quiero ser culpable de esto y pues no sé qué pagar, no sé cuánto debo, no sé.
No, I'd like to plead guilty to this and then just pay what I owe. I don't know.
Mr. Berry, you're going to have to go back and talk to your client.
Señor Berry, entonces
Doesn't seem to get it, Your Honor.
necesita regresar y hablar con su cliente. Su señoría, él como que no entiende.
All right, go back in there and speak with him. He thinks he wants to plead guilty.
Yeah,
Bueno,
right.
regresen a la salita de consulta porque él dice que él quiere declararse culpable.
Do you understand, sir, that if you're not a United States citizen, a conviction for a misdemeanor offense can potentially implicate immigration issues?
Y señor, ¿comprende usted que si usted no es ciudadano de los Estados Unidos, una condena de este delito menor puede causar consecuencias con inmigración?
Sí, sí, yo estoy de acuerdo a eso.
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay, go back in there and good morning. Go back in there and speak to Mr. Berry, please.
Bueno, vuelva entonces a la salita para que consulte con el abogado, su señor Berry.
Let's pass the matter. On the telephone at 313-739-8961. Good morning to you. What is your name, please?
My name is Kenneth Lewis Jr.
Kenneth Lewis Jr. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
All right, Ms. Godoy, can you call your attorney and tell him that we're there? Let's get Ms. Horn back in here, please. All right, any questions? None? All these future lawyers and no questions? You guys got all the answers, huh? Ma'am, what's your name, please?
Asia Ithia. Sorry, Your Honor, for being late, but nice to meet you.
Oh, that's not good.
I know. I did have a question. When you say on the record, stipulated and the attorney responds stipulated.
Good question. So a stipulation is that everybody agrees, right? So I'll say, when I say stipulate to the face of the ticket. So a civil infraction, there's no adjudication of guilt or innocence in a civil infraction. That's only responsible. You're only held responsible for that. So that's your civil infractions are your driving, red light tickets, speeding tickets, blocking traffic ticket or something like that. So it's not necessary for me to go through a factual basis for that. If they stipulate to it, then they agree that they're going to be held responsible. And then stipulation of probable cause. That is more for the city attorney to stipulate to that probable cause, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to basically limit their liability and saying that, all right, if I stipulate the probable cause, that means the officer had the probable cause to pull the individual over. Whether they give them a ticket or not, the officer had probable cause. So you'll learn about probable cause. I don't know if you've gone to, you've gone to the other courts downstairs, or the felony courts, where your preliminary exam. Have you seen the preliminary exam?
Yes.
All right, preliminary exam, that is all about probable cause. And that is saying that there was a crime committed and the officer You were likely the person that did it. So the standard is a lot lower than beyond a reasonable doubt. And so they want to make that stipulation because if they're dismissing the ticket, they don't want you to come back and say, all right, and what's your last name?
Adia.
Adia. They don't want Miss Adia to come back and say, you know something, they never had a right to pull me over anyway. So that's something that a lot of the all the time you'll hear the prosecuting attorney ask for. And it'll be up to me to make the decision if the individual challenged that and did not want to stipulate to that. All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Garcia. Mr. Garcia, I've giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Volvamos en el acta con el caso del señor García. Señor García, yo volví, le di otra oportunidad para hablar con su abogado defensor en una sala privada de consulta. Dígame, ¿qué van a hacer ahora?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the offer of the people to enter a plea to disorderly conduct.
Su señoría, mi cliente va a aceptar la oferta de resolución que le propone la fiscalía. Es decir, él se va a declarar culpable a conducta desordenada.
You want to take the deal, sir?
¿Y esta es la oferta de resolución que usted le gustaría aceptar, señor?
Sí.
Yes.
Raise your right hand, please.
Levante la mano derecha, por favor.
You swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Jura usted o declara solemnemente que nos va a decir la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí.
Yes.
Put your hand down.
Ya puede bajar la mano.
Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
¿Y comprende usted que la penalidad máxima que usted pudiera recibir para este cargo son 90 días en la cárcel y o una multa de $500 máximo?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
¿Y comprende usted que usted tiene un derecho absoluto de ir a juicio?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, that a conviction for a misdemeanor offense can potentially implicate immigration issues?
Y usted comprende que si usted no es ciudadano de los Estados Unidos, una condena de un delito menor puede que le cause consecuencias inmigratorias?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you need me to give you time, sir, to speak with an immigration attorney as it relates to this and any ramifications if you're not a United States citizen?
Y señor, ¿necesita usted que yo le dé tiempo para consultar con un abogado de inmigración para ver si una declaración de culpable le causaría a usted dificultades con inmigración?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, so I am going to appoint you an attorney, sir.
Así que
I'm
yo
going
le
to appoint
voy a dar un abogado a usted, señor.
I'm going to appoint you an attorney, and I'm going to give you that opportunity to speak with the attorney and to engage a immigration attorney if you choose to.
Y le voy a dar la oportunidad de contratar un abogado de inmigración para tener una consulta, si es que usted quiere hacerlo.
Okay.
Okay.
I need a good phone number from you, please.
Necesito que usted me dé un buen número de teléfono para usted, por favor.
248.
Continúe.
242. 26. 38.
248 242 2638.
All right, I'm going to set the matter for a pretrial date for August the 3rd, 2026 at 8:30.
Muy bien, así que vamos a fijar la fecha para tener la consulta previa al juicio. Va a ser el 3 de agosto del 2026 a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Entonces tengo que buscar yo al abogado de migración.
And so I need to get my own immigration attorney.
Well, you probably gonna need to get your own immigration attorney, but this attorney here that I'm appointing to you, there'll be an attorney for this case here. So, yeah, it would be advisable that you go engage an immigration attorney.
Bueno, este abogado que le vamos a nombrar a usted se va a dedicar este caso para usted, pero yo pienso y le aconsejo que sería en su beneficio que se pusiera usted en contacto con un abogado de inmigración para hacerle estas preguntas.
I'm gonna ask you to answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If you don't hear from that appointed attorney by your next court date of August the 3rd, 2026, we're gonna, at 8:30, we're gonna get one appointed to you on the spot, okay?
Muy bien, yo le voy a pedir a usted, señor, que conteste todas las llamadas que le entren al teléfono, aunque sea un número que usted no reconozca, porque puede que esa llamada sea del abogado que yo le he nombrado a usted para representarlo en su juicio, para representarlo, perdón. Y si,
que sea de casualidad.
un momento, y si por acaso el abogado no se pone en contacto con usted antes de su próxima audiencia, ese mero día yo le pongo otro abogado.
Ok, el 3 de agosto me dijo, ¿verdad?
Okay, and you said August 3rd?
August 3rd, 8:30.
El 3 de agosto a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Ok.
Okay.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
Le deseamos muchísima suerte a usted, señor, y que pueda disfrutar del resto de su día.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Hold on one second, Ms. Villarroel. On the telephone, 313-354-1752. Good morning to you. What is your name, please?
Artist Goldsmith.
Say that again.
Artist Goldsmith.
Artist Goldsmith.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you, Mr. Goldsmith.
Good morning, sir.
May the interpreter.
Ms. Villarroel, I think you're right. I just want to make sure they didn't need an interpreter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Your Honor.
Very good rest of your day. I'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Take care, Your Honor. Good day to you and your staff. Bye-bye.
Mr. Goldsmith, your matter is not set until the 27th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay.
27th of July at 9 a.m. I wish you the best of luck. Be safe.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Berry, this is the City of Detroit versus Reginald Levon Gillum. Case number SP 189-1417, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gillum.
Reginald Levon Gillum.
All right. Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time is set for a trial. Officer Sanders, even though he's not here now, was here. Mr. Gillum, Mr. Berry is going to attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. And if you don't like the offer, today is the date and time set for that trial. Join the room, Mr. Berry and Mr. Gillum. Let us know what you want to do when you come out. We'll pass the matter. Can we get Ms. Horn in here, please? All right. So have you spoken to, where is he? All right, he's gone. They're gone. Any other questions? Go ahead.
I wouldn't say it's a question. Could you kind of like just tell us a little bit more about yourself and about like what made you decide to go into law?
That's a good question. So I've always wanted to be a lawyer. However, life for me didn't get me there like I would have wished. it took me in a little different turn. So after I got kicked out of college, I came back home, and I started to work, and I started to reestablish myself in schooling. And during that time, I got a call from Ford Motor Company, and I went straight to Ford Motor Company and worked. And in that process, I finished my undergrad, and I even went to trade school. So I'm a journeyman pipe fitter as well. So I worked at Ford as a journeyman pipe fitter as well, and finally got laid off and went to law school. And so I was a student, kind of non-traditional in a sense, but when you go to law school, you'll see that there's a lot of people, a lot of different ages for a lot of different reasons. And I thought I would be the oldest person, but I wasn't. Anyway, that was how I came about. I always had the aspiration of being a lawyer, and that's how I did. So I went to law school, got my law license, and for a time before I came on the bench in 2021, I was working at my brother's law firm and working at Ford. So I would work in the morning doing my attorney work, and then work in the afternoon at Ford. So I kept that up for a number of years, and then I got appointed to the bench, and then so got my time in at Ford. I'm retired, 30 years, and here I am.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's been a journey, say the least. Anyone else? Questions? Everybody know the anatomy of a case, what the procedure wise, and why we do what we do every day?
They do.
Yeah. So this is traffic misdemeanor court. Misdemeanors are punishable by most misdemeanors, so it's a difference. And when you practice law, you really want to know this distinction. There's state misdemeanors and there's city ordinance misdemeanors. You would want your client to be under a city ordinance misdemeanor. And it's a lot of different implications that a lot of lawyers do not know. If it's a city ordinance, it doesn't necessarily go to your lien. It doesn't necessarily go to the state of Michigan at all. And I just learned the other day, they have so pretty much in the law, in the books, they have a city ordinance pretty much for every misdemeanor almost. And drag racing spectator, even though it's some issues that I would like to rule on as far as the drag racing spectator law, I understand the reason why they have it. If you have drag racing, if you have spectators, then that's going to encourage more drag racers to go and race their cars to show off who's the fastest, right? But when you go to law school, you'll find that just being merely present is not that's something that you can charge someone with. So say, for example, you and I are riding. I picked you up and I stop at the bank. You have no clue. But I go in the bank and I rob the bank. And what's your last name? Sharp? Oh, okay. So Miss Sharp, you're just merely present. So they can't say that Miss Sharp had anything to step sideways. They can't say that Miss Sharp had anything to do and should not be able to charge you with anything if you're just merely present. And in my view, and I haven't heard any arguments on either side, but just hearing drag racing spectator almost means that you're just merely present. Now, once you say, yes, go, Dodge Hellcat, beat that Mustang, Now you're sort of encouraging. Now you've taken a step further than just being merely present. So now you're encouraging this race to go on and things like that. Now you would be more so, and I think this is what the charge today is.
That's right.
I think this is what the charge today is. So, when you I'll give this young attorney here, 8 months out. Although I like the way he has gone about the practice of his practice so far, because he brought to my attention yesterday that a drag racing spectator written under the city statute ordinance, which becomes a 90-day misdemeanor instead of a 93-day misdemeanor, does not give you the 4 points on your license as a 93-day misdemeanor would. So you have to know those distinctions. That's a huge distinction, right? So misdemeanors are 93, most misdemeanors are 93, punishable by 93 days in jail, state misdemeanors, but city ordinance misdemeanors are punishable by 90 days in jail. So you've heard me say that about some of the things. This individual that was here just a minute ago, he had a crime of moral turpitude that was offered to engage. And with the climate that we're in now, any misdemeanor can probably get you deported, but it definitely a crime of moral turpitude will definitely get you pretty much more deported. So I want to make sure that those individuals have an opportunity to get counsel. Most people that you come across, they just want to get it over with, and getting it over with is not always in your benefit. Yeah, you'll get it over with in the immediate, but there may be some ramifications coming to the end that maybe nobody else can do anything for. He might go to that attorney and they can't do anything to him, but I at least want them to seek the opportunity, at least have the opportunity, whether they do it or not, they'll have the opportunity to get advised on it. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Mr. Green. Mr. Green, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel, and counsel, there's a motion, a recommendation for dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor, we ask the court to adopt the recommendation. We stipulate to probable cause.
All right. Case is dismissed, Mr. Green. I do wish you the best of luck. I'll waive the warrant fee. You'll have to pay the 2 reinstatement fees. And if there's nothing further, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day, okay?
Quick question. I paid one yesterday. What's the other reinstatement fee?
It's the ones on the, you couldn't have paid those. It's 2 of them on those 218 cases. Those are going to be $45. You had to get them the one that says $95. I waived the warrant fee to $50 of those, but I don't have any discretion to waive the reinstatement fee, okay?
It's okay. I appreciate it, Mr. Perkins.
Wish you the best of luck, sir. And unfortunately, I guess you don't have to go back to work, but it might be that time.
Hey, Mr. Perkins, you a good man because you write with your left hand.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
All right. You have a good one.
Best of luck to you.
All right.
I'm just not paying attention to see you writing with your left hand.
He's a funny guy, too. He didn't want to go back to work, though, did he? City of Detroit versus Kenneth Lewis Jr. Case numbers SP 1532029, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1658743, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 176368081, SP 1827941. And count 2. SP 183910001, SP 1845688, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lewis, please state your name.
Kenneth Lewis Jr.
Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time, and it is set for a trial. Ms. Harris is going to attempt to get you an updated off. Let's go through the officers. Officer Ochoa did not appear. Officer Spencer did not appear. Officer Robinson appeared but was late. Officer Raza did appear. Officer Shoddy, good morning to you. Can you state your name, badge, number, department for the record, please? All right, he left, so he's here. All right, if it's Ms. Harris, I'm gonna put you in the breakout room. Mr. Lewis, I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Ms. Harris. She's gonna attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right? Join the room, we'll pass them out. There was an attorney for Andrew Lewis, wasn't it? Andrew Lewis, he's sitting in the breakout room. Have you spoken with the city attorney?
Yes, I am.
Is she ready to go?
She is ready to go.
She has not responded? Oh, she did. She said Buford. That's 944.
Yeah, so that's.
You got yours more recent than that, though. Just now. Okay, Mr. Alafali, you can step back in the gallery, and then Mr. Carpenter will call you when necessary, okay?
Okay. Just sit back there?
Yes.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Officer.
I saw you drop off. I'll let you put your appearance on the record when you come in, all right? When they come back. Good morning to you. Andrew Lewis.
Yes, sir.
Who was your attorney?
I didn't have an attorney.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe that's my fault.
Yeah, I didn't. Yes, sir. I didn't have one. That's okay, sir.
I thought someone came in and said that was your attorney. All right.
No, sir. That's okay. I think the only thing I remember what you said, if the officer did show up between 9 and 9:30, I guess something was going to happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, the officer did show up in your cases.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you. It's gonna be 1 minute.
You may. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gillum. Mr. Gillum, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's offer to allow him to enter a plea to failure to display for the driving on a revoked license, the registration matter to be dismissed.
Want to take the deal, Mr. Gillum?
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand, please. You swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
I guess you know there's a little apprehension in Mr. Gillum's voice because I guess Mr. Gillum knows that that this driving, this abstraction here, even though it doesn't carry any points, is going to have your ability, affect your ability of getting a valid driver's license. It's probably going to put you back further. You understand that?
No, I didn't know that. I really didn't. I thought he just explained to me something different, but okay.
Well, that part of it is that part of it. I'm just giving you that a heads up because obviously you have a driver's license revoked, and you, in order to reestablish your driver's license, you're probably gonna have to go through the Secretary of State and have a hearing. And when the hearing officer knows that you have been driving on a revoked license and you're asking them for a license again, then more than likely, I'm not going to say 100%, more than likely that hearing officer is it's well, I think it automatically is going to push you back another year or so, automatically. So you still want to take this deal, sir? Your other option is to exercise your trial right.
Yeah. I really don't know.
Well, you're gonna have. I'm gonna give you a minute to figure it out, but this is time.
Well, just I've had enough time. Just go ahead and like you said, avail the prosecutor's agreement.
All right. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and/or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
He did.
You understood those rights?
I do.
You have any questions about those rights?
No.
You know by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No one's offered me anything.
Very well. Fine. Let me draw your attention back to April the 3rd, 2026 at around 8:23 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Lafayette and I-375 Service Drive. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
I did.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Due to the definitions that transpire in the state and nation, I don't know how to answer that question.
All right. Listen, I'll let you speak with Mr. Berry again. Go ahead back in the breakout room, Mr. Gillum, and speak to Mr. Berry and see if you guys can work this out, all right?
Okay.
All right, rejoin the room, sir. You should have that room open till you go down to the bottom of your screen and hit the more button, and that room should repopulate.
Over a fucking ticket.
Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Kenneth Lewis. Mr. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Lewis is going to enter a plea pursuant to the recommendation to fail to display and improper plates as charged.
You
With the
want to take
remaining
the
matters
deal?
dismissed. Sorry.
You want to take the deal, Mr. Lewis?
Yes, sir, I do.
Raise your right hand, please.
Yes, sir.
Is your hand raised?
Yes, sir. My right hand is raised.
Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, she did.
You understood those rights?
Correct.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody else offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to January 2nd, 2026, around 10:52 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Charlevoix and Joseph Campo. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Officer asked you to produce valid driver's license and insurance.
Yes.
Was that your motor vehicle you were driving?
Yes.
And you couldn't do either, could you?
No. At the moment, sir, I apologize. No, it wasn't my vehicle. No.
All right.
Not yet. No.
You didn't have was there a valid plate on that vehicle?
No, sir.
All right. And you knew that before you got in the vehicle, is that correct?
No, I didn't.
You didn't know? Did you know at any point when you were driving that vehicle that it was not a valid plate?
I didn't, sir. I honestly
Pardon
didn't.
me?
I honestly didn't, sir. I didn't.
After the police
Yes,
never
after they
told you?
me. Yes. Yes.
Pardon me?
At some point.
So at some point you learned that there was not a valid plate on that vehicle?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And are you challenging the fact that there was a valid plate, that the police are wrong and the plate was valid?
No, sir. I'm not.
All right. And all right. Ms. Harris, are you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Court is satisfied. I'm finding you guilty as charged to the improper plate and amended count. That's for as charged for the improper plate and amended count of failure to display for not providing a valid driver's license. Stipulate the probable cause. We'll dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. With that stipulation, I'm gonna fine them. I'll cut your break, sir. I'll only fine you for $240. I'll waive the warrant fees. He'll pay any reinstatement fees, of which I see none. He has this no insurance proof, Ms. Harris, that if he pays that, he can potentially set himself up to get a valid driver's license, $288. I'm gonna give you 30 days to figure this out, sir. August 17th, 2026. I'll even mark the file allow payment plan. You pay it at any DivDac kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDac app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse, pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. If you don't have anything further, I do wish you the best of luck. Or get into a payment plan by on or before August 17th. If you don't have anything further, I do wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day.
I appreciate you, sir. You have a good day too.
All right, thank you. City of Detroit, Ms. Harris versus Andrew Lorenzo Lewis. Case number SP116438 counts one, strike that. SP11643811, SP1874751. Appearance for the record, please.
Chair, I can
Andrew
hear us on
Lorenzo
behalf
Lewis.
of Ms. Chair, I can hear us on behalf of Mr. Lewis.
All right, state your name. I'm sorry, Mr. Lewis, for the record, please.
I'm sorry, Andrew Lorenzo Lewis.
All right, good morning to you. Today's date and time is set for a trial. Both officers did appear in this matter, Ms. Harris, although they're not here now. They did appear. Corporal Hill appeared and Officer Shah appeared. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Ms. Harris. She's gonna attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer today, is the date and time set for the trial. Pass the matter. He's in there, Ms. Harris. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gillum. Mr. Gillum, what do you want to do?
Your Honor, he wishes to accept the offer. May I ask a couple of questions on your behalf? Mr. Gillum, when you got this ticket, were you in a vehicle on a public street in the driver's seat?
I was operating the vehicle.
Any more, Mr. Berry?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'll find him guilty of the amended count of failure to display. Stipulate the probable cause. Will dismiss the other matter.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, 240, Mr. Gillum. When can you pay it?
September 1st.
No, August 17th. As long as I'll give you the pay, what I will do is I'll mark the file allow payment plan. So do one of two things, either pay it off at any DivDac kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDac app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. Or you get into a payment plan by August August the 17th. You'll need to come down to the courthouse probably and do that and bring, I think, 20% down is what they require. If there's nothing further, sir, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day, okay?
For sure.
All right, have a great day. Mr. Lloyd, why are you so late? All right, Officer Shoddy, be safe. I think you were here on Lewis. Yeah, be safe out there, Officer Shoddy. Why are you so late? Take off your hat, sir, please.
I'm sorry. I was at work and I was at work
Right.
and I work at
This is
4.
This is the state of, well, he gets one there, huh? This is the state of Michigan versus Maceo Lloyd, case number SX 4672361. Appearance for the record, please.
Colwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lloyd.
Maceo Lloyd.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time. It is set for a show cause for purposes of arraignment, counselor.
My client would stand mute, Your Honor.
And we'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Lloyd, I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Mr. Barry. He's gonna attempt to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room. What's the matter? Thank you. All right, so now, where's Ms. Horn?
I don't know. I can text her right now.
Please do. Text her again,
Doesn't know
please.
there is a trial today.
Oh, let me get these reviews and see what's going on with these. She's on her way.
Your Honor,
Yes.
you want me to sit over there?
Yeah. So, a trial, if it's a jury trial, always the defendant sits further away from the jury box. Now, I had a non-lawyer, a friend of mine, said to me that that's kind of unfair because I guess the distance between them can create some sort of bias in the minds of them. And I thought that was a very good argument, but that's the way it is set up. I want to see if that's actually court rule or not. But that's the standard. That's the. In this case, we don't have to worry about it because this is a trial just by judge. So you have a right to a trial by jury. And Ms. Godoy elected to me be the trier of fact. So I'll hear the testimony and evidence and see and make a decision. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Lloyd. Mr. Lloyd, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client requires a trial and the appointment of counsel.
Is that what you need, Mr. Lloyd?
Yes.
All right. I do need a good phone number from you, sir.
517-897-0004.
I'm gonna appoint you an attorney, sir. I'm gonna ask that you answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If you don't hear from that appointed attorney by your next court date, which is August the 3rd at 8:30, we'll get one appointed to you on the spot on that date, okay?
Yes, sir.
And if you don't have any further questions, sir, I wish you the best of luck and have a very good rest of your day, okay?
Yes, sir. You too.
Thank you. All right. Officer Wilson, did you text her again? She just said she was en route. Please. Get text her again, please. Lewis. One. Did you get the file for the one? All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Sophia Maria Godoy, case number SP 187-15521. Appearances for the record, please.
Tamika Horn on behalf of the city of Detroit, P70303, Sergeant Sterner. Would you please state your name and badge number?
Sergeant Kimberly Sterner, badge S590.
Morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Reese Carpenter, P number 88895 on the defense on behalf of Ms. Sophia Godoy. Could you please state your full name for the record?
Good morning to you. Today is the date and time and is set for a trial. Are we ready to go?
Yes, we are ready to go. If I could just set up the computer and then
Very well.
electronics.
For some reason, do you have the file?
I have my file.
All right.
This is what I was in with from the last court date.
Can we get a copy, see if we have a copy of the, is it SP ticket anyway, right?
May I approach, Your Honor?
You may. No.
Is that the offer for Mr. Lewis?
All right. Ms. Harris, are you ready? Are you ready on Lewis?
No, I needed to speak with Ms. Horn. I thought that was her in the courtroom.
She is in the courtroom. Let's pass this matter momentarily. You may be seated. Let's pass this matter momentarily. Is there something that you want to discuss about the case, right, Ms. Harris?
I just need an offer.
All right, we'll take care of that right quick, and then we'll get back to Godoy.
Can you get this?
Yes.
Thank you.
Let me go in a little bit of recess for a minute.
Court is in recess. Please mute your devices.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
That's what I wanted to, yeah, those are the new ones, 2021, right? I think, if there's, I think these are these are the latest ones that you've given me.
Okay, because I got those this year, yeah.
You have new ones this year, or those were the ones you gave us this year?
I think those are.
Are we taking care of, she's gonna take care of the other,
Yes, sir.
do you have a copy of this?
No, I don't.
Please, make a copy of that side and that side.
This side.
That one, capture, yes.
Ready on Andrew Lewis.
All right, let's do this. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
My client is going to enter a plea to the amended count of failing to display a valid license.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lewis?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Is your right hand raised?
Yes, sir, it's raised.
Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
Questions about those rights?
No, sir.
Nobody taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention back to May the 9th, 2026, around 4:27 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Davison and LaSalle Boulevard. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license.
Yes, he did.
You could not do so, could you?
No, sir.
Why is that?
Because they're suspended right now.
Very well. Find your client guilty as to the amended count of failure to display stipulate the probable cause, dismiss the other matter?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do, Mr. Lewis. I'm gonna cut you a break. So you owe some civil infractions, so you pay these related civil infractions, and I'm not gonna fine you for this, all right?
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, I'll waive the warrant fee. You owe the court $504 after the day, okay?
Oh, $504?
Yes. Those are two tickets.
Okay.
All right, best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
Sir, I have can I have one question, please?
Man.
May I have, I thought it was going to be, maybe half of that, maybe like 240, and I needed 30 days for that. But since it's like 500, can I get at least 2 months to pay that off?
Listen, I don't have anything. That's going to be between you and the court. The cashier's downstairs. I didn't fine you for this, so I cut you a break on this. It would have been $740 total.
Okay. I just need to understand it. Okay.
Civil infractions that you had in the past. All right. So you
yes, sir.
You can if you pay that $288, that would be the first thing you should pay, because if you pay that, then that would at least get you clearances here at the 36th District Court, and you can potentially set yourself up to get a valid driver's license. That's what's affecting your license, at least with the 36th District Court. I don't know what your license looks like in the other jurisdictions, but that 288 is probably one you want to get paid and then get on the payment plan on the other.
Okay, so how long do I have to pay the 288?
That's up to you, and that's up to you. It's been years now, and so I mean, at some point they'll go and seek the money through civil judgment. But it's been years since you've paid it. Now I haven't paid it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Best of luck, Mr. Lewis. Have a very good rest of your day.
Yes, sir. Have a great day. Okay.
All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Godoy. Are we ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Horn. All right, it's your burden, Ms. Horn.
Thank you, Your Honor. This case is a case about whether Ms. Godoy was in the city of Detroit on March 14th, 2026 at approximately 12:35 a.m. The evidence will show that she is a resident of Harrison Township, which is quite a ways from the location of this incident. And another issue that the people will bring to evidence is the fact that there was drag racing going on at this time in the city of Detroit under City Ordinance 31517A, which defines a number of events as exhibitions or dangerous driving exhibitions. And the question to the court today is whether Ms. Godoy was involved in spectating that event.
That's any opening statement for you?
Your Honor, the defense is going to be waiving its opening statement.
Very good. All right, call your first witness, Ms. Horn.
Yes, Your Honor. The people call Sergeant Kimberly Sterner.
Can you raise your right hand? You swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth? You may be seated. It's your witness, Ms. Horn.
Sergeant Sterner, where are you currently employed?
Detroit Police Department.
And how long have you been a police officer?
9, almost 9 years.
And is that with the city of Detroit? And please describe any training that you received as to being a police officer.
I had the academy, and then I have a yearly training, 40-hour training every year. Just to update on the laws.
I'm sorry, Judge. The witness, if she could just please speak as loud as possible and into the mic, because I'm hearing her trail off, and I'm not sure if that's due to the mic or her.
I don't know if that microphone is on. All right, just speak up louder, please.
And have you had extensive training or experience with traffic?
Yes.
And what did your training teach you to look for in cases such as this, which is drag racing spectator?
When coming up to these drag racing situations, looking at where vehicles are at, where individuals are at, and then also listening to what they're saying as I'm interacting with them afterwards.
And on March 14th, 2026, at approximately 12:35 a.m., were you on duty?
Yes.
And was that in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And what intersections do you recall, if you recall?
We had gotten sent to the area of Grand Boulevard and East Forest. Palmer. That one was Palmer.
Okay, thank you. And would that have been East Grand Boulevard or West Grand Boulevard?
East.
And what brought you to the area?
We were called there for drag racing.
And would that have been like a radio in?
Yep. Somebody called it.
Okay. At that date and time, what did you do while you were in the area? What did you observe?
I observed vehicles in the intersection doing donuts, multiple vehicles parked in the fields around the intersection with individuals outside of the vehicles observing the vehicle that was doing the donuts in the middle of the intersection.
And you, for the record, you did do a motion as to what a donut is. Could you describe it?
Circular motion.
Is that by a vehicle?
Yes.
Driven by an operator?
Correct, yes.
And in that area, when you arrived, did you observe anything about the roadway?
The road intersection itself is very open. There's not many trees, there's no houses or anything, like directly on the intersection. And then once the vehicles left, there were fresh burn marks on the cement in the intersection.
And would that have been to you an indication? What indication did that give you when you saw those burn marks in the roadway?
They were fresh and that they were just put on their that somebody had been doing donuts.
And as for purposes of the ordinance, are donuts described as part of the city of Detroit's ordinance?
For drag racing, yes.
Correct. And would it also be defined under a dangerous driving exhibition?
Yes.
And once you observed all these things going on outside, another observation of the area, you said there were no houses. Were there any open businesses at 12:35 a.m. that day?
No.
And could you describe what is in that area, if anything, that would be there?
There's.
And after you saw the.
Judge, excuse me, what was the answer from the witness?
There is nothing.
Thank you.
And once you observed the crowd and the situation and the environment that you saw, what did you do then?
I turned on my overhead lights and my sirens, and I moved the scout car I was driving to the side of the road as I approached them.
Okay. And the scout car, is that the vehicle that you're driving?
Correct.
And you described them. Who did you approach while in your once you effectuated a stop with the lights and everything?
The intersection where the drag racing and spectators were located.
And what did you do then, Sergeant?
I pull over to the side as they leave, heading in all the directions, disregarding any traffic.
Okay, were you able to stop anyone?
At that point, no.
And what did you do then?
I observed a couple vehicles heading north on Grand Boulevard. And at that point, shortly after that intersection, the Grand Boulevard turns to the left or heads west. And there was a vehicle that I observed that was on Grand Boulevard farther down that I'd seen come from that intersection that had pulled over after, like, they didn't really have control of the vehicle. Something was going.
They didn't really have, can you speak up on that?
They didn't have control of the vehicle, like a tire had blown or something, because it kind of did not drive straight.
The vehicle that you observed?
Yep, and then, I saw them pull down, and they ended up pulling over and had their four-way flashers on.
Okay. And you stated earlier in your testimony that vehicle you saw coming from the exhibition.
Correct.
And what type of vehicle was that, that appeared to start becoming disabled?
It was a white Ford sedan.
And did you approach that sedan?
I did.
And what did you do then?
I made contact with the driver, who stated that she had been hit at the intersection as she was leaving. And there was another vehicle that had pulled up as well.
And the person that you spoke to who stated that the vehicle had been hit, is that person in the courtroom today?
Yes.
And can you describe something about what she's wearing?
She has a white top with black polka dots.
And Your Honor, for the record reflects that Sergeant Sterner has identified the named defendant today.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Let the record reflect that the defendant Godoy has been identified.
Thank you, Your Honor. And what else happened after that? What did you do?
I made contact with Ms. Godoy. She had another female in the passenger seat, and then there was a male in the back seat. The other vehicle that had pulled up had pulled up in front of her car. And when I was speaking with Ms. Godoy, she told me that she was not observing the drag racing, but she was in the area because she was hanging out with her friends that were in the vehicle in front of her.
Okay. And after you learned this information from Ms. Godoy, what did you do then?
Due to the circumstances, I had another scout come just to back me up because I was by myself and it was between the hours where we're not supposed to do much by yourself.
Approximately after midnight, correct?
Yes. So the other scout pulled up and they had informed me that actually they showed me on their in-car camera that the vehicle she had said she had been hanging out with prior to this, me coming in contact with it, had taken off from them at a prior drag racing issue.
So a separate incident that occurred that evening.
They had pulled up the playback on their in-car camera and showed me that specific vehicle pulling off.
And that specific vehicle, was that the white vehicle you discovered Ms. Godoy in?
No, that was the other one that she told me she had been hanging out with that night.
Thank you. And at this time, on this particular date and time, what did you do after that?
I had gotten IDs for everybody in all of the vehicles and I had started running them to issue tickets and make sure no one had any outstanding warrants.
And were there any, I guess you said law enforcement or responder efforts that you had to do in addition to this investigation for drag racing spectator?
Due to the damage on her car, I also created a accident report, a UD-10 is the technical term, for the accident of her vehicle.
And her vehicle was hit in the surroundings of this event?
Correct.
And thereafter, what did you do?
I issued the 3 individuals inside of the car the spectator ticket.
Would that be including Ms. Godoy?
Yes.
Okay.
And then she had somebody from the other car or someone she knew came and towed her car to get it fixed.
And during this whole investigation, were you wearing a body-worn camera?
Yes.
And had your scout car picked up video?
Yes.
And Your Honor, the People's Exhibit 1, that we would like to introduce to the court and for counsel. Counsel, do you want to stipulate or?
We can stipulate.
Okay, and for the record, counsel has reviewed this video.
That's correct.
Very well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll enter the video into evidence.
Thank you.
Now, you want to publish?
I do want to publish. I think.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I think I'm the meeting box office.
I'll unlock it.
Okay. And Sergeant Sterner, if you're looking at the video here, would that be an indication to the bottom right that that was your video, your body-worn cannon?
Yes.
Pause it, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
The video is 50 minutes long.
Not gonna play the whole 50.
How long do you anticipate playing?
I've got some mile markers, so we're actually picking up at 2 minutes.
Wow.
I can go to 2.
Do you have any objection with her just skipping through the video, or what would you?
Your Honor, at the time, I don't have any type of objection with her skipping through the video.
Okay.
And if I can up the playback speed too.
No, that's fine. I was just saying we're going to sit here 50 minutes.
No. Thank you, Judge.
What's going on?
Someone hit her.
Someone hit my car and they just drove off.
You know the group there was over there?
I was driving past it and I was making a turn on the road. Okay, I have your ID. Do you have yours? Because I saw you stepping over there.
Yeah, I was at the stop sign.
Yeah. Where's your
I don't have
driver's license? Okay.
And I'm not driving.
Okay, so
I work in a tow truck.
I need his ID.
34.
Now, Sergeant Sterner, the gentleman who's interacting with you here, do you recognize that person?
He's from the vehicle that you can see the tail lights from up ahead.
Okay. And to the right, we're looking, is that Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Okay.
I need your ID. Because you're all under investigation.
What you mean? Excuse me?
The owner of the venue.
Is my car hit? I was at the stop sign.
Okay.
You got proof I was doing something? No. I didn't do nothing.
Taking them out for time.
I know, but what I did, I didn't do nothing.
I need your driver's license. I know, I get it. These should be the ones that. Okay, I
I
get
stopped
that.
Yes, I think I wanna,
I'm having a hard time hearing the video.
You called me.
Give me a minute. I need your driver's.
is that better, Mr. Carpenter?
Yes, that's
I
right.
think I had my.
And then could you replay it from that part as well?
Yes, sir.
Where's
I
your
don't have
driver's
it. I don't have ID.
Okay,
And I'm not driving.
okay, so.
I work in a tow truck.
I need his ID. And I need your ID.
Yeah.
Because you're all under investigation.
What you mean? Excuse me?
The owner of the venue.
Is my car hurt?
You're all under investigation.
I was at the stop sign.
Okay.
You got proof I was doing something?
Owner of
No.
the venue.
I didn't do nothing.
Taking them out for time.
I know, but what I did, I didn't do nothing.
I need your driver's license. I know, I get it.
Yeah, but I can't hear what the officer is stating at that point.
And you did watch the video?
I did, yeah.
Is it because of the sound? in
It's
here,
because of
or-
the sound. Yeah, I think it's the sound in here.
I'm not sure what to, you did state that you watched the video. I'll just do the best I can.
These should be the ones that are. Okay, I got
stopped,
that.
you called
Give me a
me.
minute. I need your driver's license.
Have a very good uniform.
And I'm gonna go forward to 438 as a marker that I have.
Just at the south side. But I was sitting right there and watched them all get out.
Yeah.
So they're all being hostile. You know.
That's my friend. That's her fancy. He told me, like, just take me to my fancy. I don't know about anything about these guys, bro.
Okay, I need his ID or his driver's license.
Jake, I don't know. Ask him about it.
He's refusing. The guy that's standing outside the car.
It's not my problem, boy. But I'm telling you, like, I don't know about anything about these guys. Just
Okay.
so you know.
Okay.
I don't know about anything. My car back.
$5,758.
Go from this Corvette from the first drag racing. So, fantastic.
Your Honor, I'm gonna object at that portion of the video. That would be hearsay as an out of court statement stating that they were at the first drag racing. That sound came from a male officer.
And Your Honor, the people would say that as part of the video, this is something that Officer or Sergeant Sterner had on her body worn cam, and it's capturing the whole event. We're not asking whether this is as to the truth of the matter. It may have some weight. However, we're not asking that particular officer to testify today, and this is just for purposes of introducing what Sergeant Sterner observed and caught on her camera.
Well, Sergeant Sterner did indicate to the court that this officer told her that the other vehicle was in front, was at the other drag racing incident, correct?
She did, Your Honor.
And is there, you're saying that you're not using that for the truth of the matter asserted to say that this individual would be at this drag racing incident?
Not for the truth of the matter as to that. What we're looking at is a separate incident. This is just knowledge of what had happened earlier that afternoon. At this time, I'm focusing on when Sergeant Sterner was at East Grand River in Palmer.
So what is the purpose of, what is the objection that, why would you, why should I not grant this objection? What is the purpose of you using that statement that that person was at the other incident? What does that have any relevance for this here?
I just know we stipulated to the video and I'm just playing it, and I think, if that's the case, it should have been brought up when I brought into the video. I'm not using that officer's information to prove the elements of what I have. I'm using Sergeant Sterner's, observations.
All right. I'm gonna grant the motion for the objection of the using that statement. But I would have thought you two would have gone over this video and you would have made sure that anything that you didn't want to have that would already have been gone through. You didn't have an opportunity to do that?
We didn't have an opportunity to do that at that time.
And I think based on the objections on the record today, that would have been his duty to state that I don't think I like this, I don't like this in the video.
All right. I'll strike that from the record.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Let's see, I'll try to move forward and we'll strike anything like you hear going forward. It's understood.
Officer.
Can you stay over here? Do not walk up on him.
One home behind the park, 221 Victor Street. Verified alarm first without code. Sixteen California area. I'm turn 202.
758.
I was at the stop sign. Take him for 21. You have insurance registration on the vehicle? I don't.
I shall you back in
Okay. Okay. Where exactly were you at when you got here?
There was like that turnaround. I was at the stop sign. There was people blocking it.
Okay.
And I was making a turn because everyone was on the right. I was
So.
And they drove off. They were ski masks and they were like, hey, they were like,
okay. So just. You guys have no insurance registration for the vehicle?
No, I have insurance.
I know it's insured under this side, just need the proof. And okay. Okay. So what are you guys doing down here in Detroit?
We were
just be honest. Just be honest with me.
I live in Dearborn. Yeah, I have.
I need his ID as well.
You have.
So I know you guys were over there with the drag racing, and the fact that that car has already taken off from my officer's lunch tonight, and they are associated with you, confirms that.
Bring that part of the video back there.
ID as well.
You have.
I know you guys were over there with the drag racing, and the fact that that car has already taken off from my officer's lunch tonight, and they are associated with you, confirms that. What do you do?
I'm debating if I'm gonna cut him a ticket. I mean, it's clearly him. He was just at the other one. That's the yellow and black cars. Going with that. Well, I'm not sure what his record is.
Don't worry, sir.
Can I talk to you, please? Okay, I don't know about anything they're doing here. What I told you, like, he was driving my car. I wasn't driving my car.
I watched you get out of the driver's
We just switch here.
Okay.
Yeah. We just switch.
Okay. So.
Like, I'm growing back.
Sergeant Sterner, in this clip, if you recall, I know it's not very clear, who are you speaking with at this time?
The driver of the other car.
That was in front?
Yep.
Thank you.
And like I have my business, my own business, totally good business. Like I don't do this shit.
But the whole drag racing stuff,
No.
I know, listen,
Yeah.
the whole drag racing stuff,
Yeah.
we take that very serious here.
Yeah.
But
I don't do that stuff. Like, do you guys have proof that I did anything? That I was
We have
speeding?
on video
What?
fleeing the police.
No, he was
Okay,
lighting on
listen to
everyone.
me,
Yes.
listen to me.
Listen.
Doesn't matter. On his camera, you can see the lights.
And I think when you're mentioning on his camera, is that the partner that you were working with?
Yeah,
that
the other
we've been
scout
with?
car.
Okay, I'll move forward beyond that. Since we've decided to strike. Let's see. We'll move to 2522.
He said that he did, but I don't know. Okay. All right. So this is going to be your accident report number. Yep. Everybody's getting tickets. Passenger, rear seat. I will explain. Back seat. Yep. And that spectator. Is there a court? Is there a court date? The court will contact you. I'll go from there. I have a question. That's yours. And then you have no proof of insurance and no proof of registration. How do I read this? So like so the court will notify you. Oh wait. Are you? This is Sophia. I'm sorry. Let me see this. Let me see yours because I think I gave you the the silver infraction ones. You're okay. Okay. Let me reissue these ones. Okay. I will cancel this one out for the insurance and registration. You're good. Wait, who's Grace? I'm Grace. Okay, so Grace, I'm gonna cancel this one out by getting back to the station, and I'm gonna reissue it to you. No, so when you go to court, they'll usually give you something with no points. Is it a fine? I don't have like. They're typically yes. So like. It's all on Zoom. Okay. They'll send you everything and tell you what to do. Wait, so I just have
The purpose of this section of the video, what is that purpose being played for?
I think just to show the interaction between Ms. Godoy and Sergeant Stern and the issuance of the ticket. I can move forward beyond that. There was some notes that I had that are in this stretch before we get to 3639. I don't believe it's a whole 14 minutes, but.
I mean, if it doesn't serve any purpose that there's any statements being made, if it's just issuing the ticket, I don't think there's any objection that there was a ticket being made. So in order to expedite things, if there's no substantive testimony or anything like that you're gonna glean from this other than issuing the ticket, let's move on to the next.
And I will drag it and see.
Zoom. Yep, on Zoom. This is your, so when you 6th District Court on said the car hit you and then took off. No.
What should I do? Free? If he comes back here, we're typing on his case. If he comes back here, we're typing on his case.
Alright, so
I just have a question. You're good. So if we could possibly, I know the car isn't really drivable right now, but if we can move it to a spot that's maybe like parkable, can we get it towed in the morning, if that's possible?
And Sergeant Stern, at this point, when we're talking about a tow, is that related to the accident?
yes.
Towed in the morning, that's fine?
Yes.
Just Would you know any? Obviously, it's just in the middle of like nowhere.
It can't stay there, so.
Like, okay, maybe like over around this. I'm sorry. I know I'm not.
It's all,
No,
it's all fenced in, yeah, all fenced in.
That's nearby. We can't keep it there, possibly.
There's a Coney Island filling in the.
When you searched up my name, did anything come up? Keep waiting, and I can show you the message.
And Your Honor, I'm just gonna go to the 44-minute mark, just where there were some, assertions made.
So what the fuck do I tell my parents? Do I just say?
I can get you home. I bet's coming to get me.
No, what do I tell my parents? Do I just say?
It ran out of gas.
It ran out of gas.
It ran out of gas. It ran out of gas.
I'm getting this shit fixed in less than 2 days.
And if they try to offer your sister to come get it, just obviously lie to your sister and get her in it.
Go get in the car.
Okay, you don't need anything else, ma'am? Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. Do you need anything else from me?
No.
Okay, thank you. Wait, should we drive to the?
No.
If the tow truck's coming, get in the car and stay warm.
And Sergeant Sterner, I'm gonna end there, Your Honor. That was your statement to, the people there, correct?
Which part?
When you said, if a tow truck's coming, get in the car and
Yep,
stay warm.
yeah.
And what was the temperature at that time? What did it feel like, if you recall?
I was in long sleeves and I typically don't wear long sleeves.
Your Honor, I'm gonna object to the relevance of that question.
Response?
The relevance is as to why she made that statement, and simply moving forward from there.
What's the part? I don't know what the relevance of the statement is, just because you're in a tow truck and stay warm, wait in the car and say.
Okay,
what's the
withdraw, Your Honor.
relevance? Yeah, I'm gonna grant the motion for relevance purposes.
And after you did that, Sergeant Sterner, were you done with your investigation?
Yes.
And had you interacted with Ms. Godoy, at any time that, early morning thereafter?
No.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
All right, I'm gonna ask you to go back to the 8-minute mark that you had on your video.
Gotcha. Then we're
Okay. Where exactly were you at when you got hit?
There was like that turnaround.
Okay.
I was at the stop sign. There was people blocking me.
Okay.
And I was making a turn because everyone was going straight ahead.
Okay. So.
And they drove off. They were ski masks and they were like, hey. They were like,
Okay.
sorry.
So just.
I was at the stop sign. There was people blocking me.
Okay.
And I
You have insurance registration on the vehicle.
I don't.
I'll show you back in
Okay. Okay. Where exactly were you at when you got hit?
There was like that turnaround.
Okay.
I was at the stop sign. There was people.
What was that question?
That I asked?
Please.
Where exactly were you at when you got hit?
Go ahead,
Continue to play, Your Honor.
please.
Blocking me.
Okay.
And I was making a turn because everyone was going straight ahead.
Okay. So.
And they drove off. They were ski masks and they were like, hey. They were like,
So just. Where exactly were you at when you got hit?
There was like that turnaround. I was at the stop sign. There was people blocking me.
Okay.
And I was making a turn because everyone was going straight ahead.
Okay. So.
And they drove off. They were ski masks and they were like, hey. They were like, sorry.
So just. You guys have you have no insurance registration for the vehicle?
No, I have insurance.
I know it's insured and registered. I just need the proof. And. Okay. Okay. So what are you guys doing down here in Detroit?
We were just be honest. Just be honest with me. I live in Dearborn. Yeah, okay. I need his ID as well. You have. I know you guys were over there with the drag racing, and the fact that that car has already taken off from my officers once tonight, and they are associated with you, confirms that.
Stop that.
Did I hear, I know you were at the drag racing because the officer caught the other car on video and that confirms that?
So, yes, because she had already told me that they had been hanging out with the other car all night.
All right. That's all I want to know.
All done, Your Honor?
All done.
Okay, thank
Are you, does that conclude your?
The video portion, yes, Your Honor.
Any further questions?
No, no further questions at this time.
All right, I'll pass the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, Officer Stern. So I wanted to go back on the beginning of what you stated. So you stated that Ms. Goodwin was from Harrison, right? That she was going to Detroit, correct, on March 14th?
She was in Detroit.
Yes. But you made a statement saying that she was from Harrison and going down to Detroit.
I didn't say that.
As a matter of fact, as we saw from the body cam itself is starting as you're approaching the vehicle, correct?
I was in the vehicle when my body cam started.
But as a matter of fact, it shows Ms. Godoy on the side of the street, correct?
From that angle, yes. Once I get
And you stated that the drag racing itself, that happened at an intersection, correct?
correct.
And you've dealt with drag racing cases before, correct? And you can imagine, if you're at an intersection itself, you could be stuck at that intersection. So as a matter of fact, if by your testimony, everyone itself would be guilty of drag racing as we're stuck at that intersection.
Your Honor, the people would object, that would be speculation.
Well, he's asking the question. I think that's your question. Is that a question?
That is a question.
I think he can ask that question. Is there he would ask her if she can answer that question, and she can. If she can't, she can't.
There would have to be more investigation.
As a matter of fact, you didn't see what Ms. Godoy was doing in the park, correct? You didn't see like whether or not she was looking at the drag racing. You didn't see if she was on her phone or anything. And as a matter of fact, when you pulled up, you don't know how long you saw Ms. Godoy at the drag racing, right?
I don't know.
So she could have been there for 5 seconds stuck in traffic.
Based on her words.
And as a matter of fact, so you went up to Ms. Godoy. Ms. Godoy herself had stated that she was in an accident, correct? And that a vehicle had hit her and that vehicle had fled off.
Correct.
She never made any type of admission to you that she was in any type of drag racing area, correct?
She did. She told me she had been at that specific intersection.
At that specific.
Where the drag racing had, and that she had been hanging out with the car that we know for a fact took off from the car scouts prior. And that she'd been hanging out with that other car all night that we had seen at multiple drag racing spots.
And as a matter of fact, we admitted that body cam evidence, correct?
Repeat that, please.
You admitted that body cam into evidence, correct?
The body cam was
published. Do you recall what time you made that statement that Ms. Godoy stated that?
That she had been with him. I just remember her saying it prior to that she had been hanging out with that other car.
So she stated she was hanging out with that other car, but she never made the statement that she was watching drag racing.
But if she's hanging out with the other car, we have them at multiple drag racing situations. That would tell me she had been at multiple drag racing situations.
In your testimony, though, you did state that drag racing does happen. Happens at an intersection. And again, we still don't know if Ms. Godoy was just stuck at the intersection itself.
She could have been at that specific, yes, but that's not what she said.
Ms. Godoy had also, in the video, had stated she was dropping her friend, Gracie, correct?
She said she was dropping her friend. I don't know if it was stated.
Please keep the voice up, court reporter speaking.
What did she say?
But keep your voice up, please.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
And as a matter of fact, on that incident itself, you saw a Corvette, right?
The vehicle that was in front of her, yes.
And you didn't issue them tickets.
They were issued tickets by the scout that pulled up and assisted me.
And then furthermore, there was another person that had talked to you that night, right?
There's the 3 in the one car and 2 in the other.
And he also made the statement that they weren't drag racing, right? I'm sorry, that they weren't watching drag racing, correct?
He mentioned, yeah, yes.
Oh, Officer Sterner, would you know how, or Sergeant Sterner, would you know how far they were from watching the, or from your words of watching the drag race, do you know how far Ms. Godoy was?
From what she told me and what that accident report says, less than 10 yards.
Do you know what 10 yards would mean to be?
She said she was at the stop sign. The vehicles were in the middle of the intersection. So right there.
And you also testified, or as we saw, that there were multiple cars then, correct? And all of them were fleeing?
Correct.
And then at that point, Ms. Godoy's car had been hit.
Correct.
And that's when you approached Ms. Godoy.
Negative. She left the area, turned to head west end Rim Boulevard. Her car did not drive correctly, which is when she pulled over. So it was north and then west.
Okay. And then, so you're stating that she left the intersection?
She did drive away.
Let me ask you this. Did you see Ms. Godoy's car at the intersection where you alleged the drag racing was?
Yes.
Or is the you said you saw Ms. Godoy's car at the intersection?
Because they all check off.
I just a yes or no question.
Yes.
You saw Ms. Godoy's car at the intersection.
Yes.
And then you saw Ms. Godoy's car again where you found it, where it was in disabled.
Yes.
And at that point, though, her testimony was that somebody had hit her car.
Who's testimony?
Or well, Ms. Godoy had stated that somebody had hit her car, and that's what she was telling you.
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. Any other witnesses? Any redirect?
Just to reiterate, Your Honor, on that last question. So you saw Ms. Godoy's white vehicle flee the intersection where the exhibition or the dangerous exhibition was.
Yes.
And how long had you observed her being there while you observed her at that intersection?
So I saw her leaving the intersection. She was in the intersection. I saw her leaving because her vehicle was not driving right. So I knew something was going on. She kept driving and then went around the corner and it still was not driving.
Thank you. And were there any other, folks arrested, as a result of this incident, of that expedition,
Just those 5.
to your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And again, you saw this at the intersection where you witnessed the drag racing spectator,
Yes.
but where you witnessed the drag racing.
Yes.
The vehicle of Ms. Godoy's pulling off from the intersection and not driving right and turning the corner.
Correct.
No further question. The people, rest this case.
All right, you may be excused. Defense?
Your Honor, at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and make a motion for granted. I'm gonna go ahead and read what the spectating charge. So, on 31-5-17A, states the following: it shall be unlawful for any person, in keyword, knowing. Now in Michigan in particular, mere presence itself is not a crime. We heard from Sergeant Sterner's testimony that she saw the car flee an intersection. She didn't testify how long at that drag racing event she went ahead and saw Ms. Godoy's vehicle. Also, although she stated 10 yards, it is within 200 feet. I don't think there's enough testimony to establish that Sergeant Sterner had saw her within 200 feet, as what she stated in her testimony is that the car was fleeing. Now we have Officer Sterner, and she goes up to Ms. Godoy. Now, Ms. Godoy doesn't make any statement in this drag racing incident that she was watching it. I don't think there's any testimony to establish she's looking at the drag racing event it happens. And part of the reason too we have this statute is drag racing happens a lot, but it also happens a lot at intersections. As a matter of fact, it's happened on Saturday night. There's people that are driving across. People can get stuck at these events. Again, there's no testimony stating she was watching it. Ms. Godoy was simply just driving around Detroit, and as they testified, dropping her friend Gracie off. Furthermore, I haven't heard that much either that there was even any drag racing going around. No description of the cars, not the amount of cars as well. I think they were saying they were doing donuts, but I didn't hear any more than that. And again, if it's at an intersection, people can get stuck at intersections. It happens. If I were driving and got stuck at that intersection, I could be charged just for being merely present at the event. So I don't think, even in the light most favorable to the prosecutor, that they're able to establish that Ms. Godoy was there and that she was knowingly watching drag racing.
Response?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. The people's burden, as to the case in chief is as to whether beyond a reasonable doubt, not any doubt, a reasonable doubt, that Ms. Godoy was spectating at this drag race expedition that was witnessed by Sergeant Sterner and several other officers. Our burden as far as this directed burden is beyond by the preponderance of the evidence. Is it more likely than not, or is it likely or not that Ms. Godoy was there at a drag racing as a drag racing spectator? Based on the facts presented here, she's simply taking a friend Gracie home from what I believe Mr. Carpenter brought up. However, she's simply taking Gracie through an area that has nothing there. There's nothing there, an area that has fresh burn marks. I'm based on the SOS information. At this time, she's not a Detroiter. So being at East Grand River and Palmer, Grand Boulevard and Palmer, is not reasonable. And at that time of night, 12:35, around the drag racing event where she was following another car that evening. I think at this time, for purposes of the directed verdict, it may be more likely than not, in the light most favorable to the people, that Ms. Godoy was spectating or at least watching this drag racing event that early morning.
All right, anything further?
John, can I respond to that?
Well, you're gonna go ahead.
Yeah. So if we heard in Ms. Horn's testimony, as she stated that, what else would she be doing on?
And I'm sorry, not my testimony, my.
Or yeah, your statement.
Thank you.
She can go to Detroit on a Saturday night. This is
All right,
like,
I'm not even gonna entertain that. Because, and as your motion to direct a verdict, it is viewed most in the light most favorable to the people. So you indicated that Ms. Godoy, there's no evidence that Ms. Godoy was, just stuck in an event, that she had no control over, that the event was and I understand that, I have to view this in the light most favorable to the people. But I don't agree with the people in the fact that Ms. Godoy cannot just be driving around the city of Detroit, wherever she's from. There's no law against, outside of drag racing and spectating drag racing, there's no law against her being able to travel anywhere that she wants to at any time of night or day. And I don't know whether her friend Gracie has to go through that area, or they took the long route to take her home, or she lives up the street from that area. There's been no testimony. I don't know where her friend Gracie lives, so I don't know, because I will take judicial notice. I do know the area, but I don't know where her friend Gracie lives, or what avenues, or whatever case, if that's the truth, where they were taking her to. But I will deny your motion based on the fact that I will I have to view this in the light most favorable to the people, and I'll deny your motion because there could be a chance that Ms. Godoy was there to spectate drag racing. All right.
Your Honor, may I have a few moments to confer with my client?
You absolutely can.
Okay, thank you.
I know, you gotta go. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
Welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
That's what was going off when everyone stops.
It's pretty strong outside. I heard people in Westland said the ball was thick out there.
Apparently.
Because are we off the record for a moment?
We are.
It happens all the time. It's just.
It's
worse
just been
this
noticeable
year.
to me the last 3 years, so I've never noticed.
Was it a
Yeah. Canada has a lot of like open and the north, yeah, and they have wildfires in the winds blow right. We get the smoke.
last time you've been in Canada?
None.
We used to go to Toronto every year.
You did?
My mother used to take me to the festival.
Yeah. I've never been to them.
She's been at least 15 years in a row. From my teenage years to my she really liked it. Since they switched it to have
Passport. Yeah. I remember when I had a contractor that I only picked up every day in Canada, right? And right at that time they switched it up. I was stuck in between there and I didn't have a passport yet. And,
Because I think they said enhanced license is acceptable too.
yeah, but I didn't have an answer.
Yeah, like,
So anyway, I was bringing them home, and then, and next thing you know, they kind of put me on this list. So after I got my passport, they were stopping me every day. I'd have to go in, because I wouldn't pick them up every day. They would stop me every day, and I had to go in, go in, and go through that. So finally, I was like, wait a minute, what's up with this? Are you, I'm a US citizen, you keeping me harassing me, you keeping me in here all this time. What am I on some kind of list? You need to get me on that list. Can I get my name on the list? Oh, you would have to go to the Department of something for that. And then what based on that, after that, they must have took me. They didn't stop me anymore.
I should go, just could have had them walk.
Toronto is an amazing city.
It is, it is.
Last time I was at Toronto, last year, we went to, we flew from Toronto. But I guess it's been 2 years.
Does any of his teams ever go over there?
Last year, his team, when he was with Huntsville, they have MLS next. They have Toronto.
I figure they gotta have it over there.
They had Toronto. So that, well, I went there. After that, I went to see him playing. He got assist. They won. He played ball.
Did he play a long time?
He played the whole game.
He played the whole game. I mean, it's over. The position is taken.
They took the guy who used to come in ahead of me. They put him in, so they took the left back out. Switched my son to left back. He could play over there. All in. Dude, just like still apply to you and I could hit that. But he missed it. Yeah, all right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Godoy. I have to ask you, Ms. Godoy, do you understand that you have a right to remain silent, right? You don't have to, and that right to remain silent cannot be used against you. You understand that? And you can choose to, is your choice on whether you want to testify or whether you don't want to testify. You understand that? And again, if you don't testify, nothing can be held against you for not speaking. Have you spoken to your client on whether your client wants to testify or not?
I have, Your Honor. And Ms. Godoy wishes to exercise her Fifth Amendment right to not testify.
Okay. All right, Ms. Godoy, the court will allow you to exercise that right. And counselor?
And Your Honor, we have no witnesses we're going to call for as
okay, so that will conclude the case. The testimony, the evidence portion of the case will go to closing arguments.
Your Honor, this case under the ordinance is charging Ms. Godoy with knowingly being present at a drag racing event, specifically a dangerous driving exhibition where Sergeant Sterner witnessed donuts being done, fresh donut marks on this particular area, East Grand Boulevard in Palmer. Ms. Godoy was there. She knew she was there. She also hung out throughout the day with people who had been participating in these events based on Sergeant Sterner's testimony. And rightfully so, she could be anywhere in the city, going any direction as she pleases, except for when it comes down to being present at a drag racing event. The people have shown through the evidence that she was there, and she attempted to leave. And unfortunately, as a result, and which is what the city is trying to prevent, she was injured. Her vehicle was damaged as a result of the people fleeing this whole area. It is in the court's hands as to whether the people have proven this beyond a reasonable doubt. And until after, unless rehabilitation is needed or rebuttal is needed, the people feel that it has proven these burdens.
Okay. You,
Oh, yeah, that depends on what you're focusing.
yeah, give the microphone like this. I thought Ms. Godoy was gonna stand up. She didn't.
Your Honor, as the standard in a criminal case, and what we do with this, the prosecution has the burden, it's the people's burden to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Ms. Godoy was knowingly present watching drag race spectating. And all throughout the testimony, you have heard Sergeant Sterner stated that she doesn't know how long in the area, rather she was driving. You also heard, as far as the testimony, that the reason Ms. Godoy's car was in the side of the street was that she was hit by a car that flat up. And in the statement states, it shall be unlawful for any person to knowingly. They have not provided any type of evidence that Ms. Godoy was knowingly watching drag races. They can't make any statement as what she was doing. Whether she was looking at her phone, whether she was looking around, no time length of what she was doing. And again, they're trying to say, well, why would she be in this area? And Ms. Godoy is free to travel wherever she wants. She wanted to go down to Detroit, March 14th of 2026. It's on a Saturday night. And as I've heard, they were saying, what would Ms. Godoy be doing from Harrison? Ms. Godoy has a right to be in Detroit on a Saturday. There's a lot of things that happen in Detroit on a Saturday night. And all we heard is that Ms. Godoy, again, is on the side and she got hit. And from the body cam footage itself, there's been no showing of anything at an intersection. We watched the body cam. It doesn't show anything that occurred at an intersection. All we have to rely on is the officer's words and the officer's words of testimony. And so I believe the people have not met their burden to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Ms. Godoy was knowingly watching drag race.
All right. That's it. Anything further, Madam Horn?
Just on a reasonableness matter. She was there, she was watching. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I don't think there's any question that Ms. Godoy was in the area at the time. I'm not questioning whether there was donuts being made in the street or there was drag racing in the street. I believe that there was. I think the city is relying on the fact that on testimony that I indicated that I would strike because of its hearsay, that the Ms. Godoy was in the area drag racing because she was with another vehicle that was in the area that was known to be watching drag racing at other incidents. And in fact, that's why I asked to play that part of the 8 minutes and some odd seconds video. And what I wrote down is that Sergeant Sterner said, I know that you were at the drag racing, and I'm not saying this verbatim, but I know that you were at the drag racing because of the car that was ahead of you confirms that. That's why I asked Sergeant Sterner, did you see her at the drag racing? Did you see this car in the intersection? She said she did, but in that statement that she made on video to the court, it felt like the way that she knew she was there is because of the other car that was there that confirmed that. Also, there hasn't been any testimony that Ms. Godoy was at this intersection and that she was stuck in traffic, because you can get stuck in traffic when people have blocked the streets off. I myself have been stopped at a light where you have those motorcycles that are in droves of hundreds and they're just doing wheelies down there. And the whole motorcycle caravan is stopping everybody in traffic. There's been no testimony that there's been that we can confirm that Ms. Godoy knew what was going on, whether she was just merely present at the incident, whether she was taking someone home or whatever she was doing. There was no testimony to state that she was actually in the area spectating drag racing, and that is one of the elements of the crime. For those reasons, I'm going to find Ms. Godoy not guilty. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. All right. That will.